Thank you so much for listening to the Unstable Top Podcast. A huge shout out to our patrons, George Rechtenwald, Be Better Chris, Chandler Martin, Lawrence A. Carr, Ian Dara, John Michael McCraney, and Laura Newland. If you want to support the show, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/unstabletop.
Really important question for everybody at this table. This is probably the most important question that I've ever had for you prior to us starting a game. And it's one that's going to raise a lot of controversy, and it could turn into a full room argument. So I really need us to take turns in answering. So we're gonna go in the order I normally go in, which is, I think, clockwise. So we're gonna start with Chris, we're gonna move to Josh, we'll go to Wes, and then we'll go to Melissa. So please no one speak out of turn, because that would be disrespectful to your colleagues. That being said, if you have small children, please ask them to leave the room. Which brings me to my question. What is your preferred position to sleep in?
I sleep on my left side. I have one pillow under my head. I have one pillow under my arms, and I have one pillow betwixt my legs so that they do not touch while I sleep.
That's a popular one.
Yeah.
Is that the position you normally fall asleep in, as far as you know?
As far as I know.
Is that the position that you normally wake up in?
No, it is not.
No? How do you normally wake up?
I normally wake up flat on my back with two pillows in the floor.
Okay. Josh?
Can I ask the question of why do you not like your legs touching?
I don't know. I don't like to have my legs touching while I sleep.
Well, Josh, not all of us have built-in padding to keep that from happening.
Okay, I typically fall asleep face down in the pillow. However, I wake up wherever. It could be face down, it could be I'm sideways on the bed, or it could be I'm exact opposite of the bed.
Wait, you've woken up and you've done a complete 180?
Yes, I move a lot when I sleep, and I do not know why.
I've been in the same room with Josh on a couple of occasions when he slept, and I did not see that. Not saying it doesn't happen.
Oh, it's rare when I'll do like the whole 180.
Every time Josh and I sleep in the same room, within 15 minutes, he is on his back and he snores, and you could hear it through the entirety of the Great Rift Valley where he comes from. Wesley, what about you?
So, I mean, I guess
you sleep in a bassinet?
Bassinet?
Yeah, you have like a little crib at home?
Yeah, with my little bonnet, all comfy.
Yeah.
Get some warm milk.
I hope your mom takes out all the blankets so you don't,
suffocate.
Yeah.
No, but I usually sleep on the side, or I will sleep face down like a dead person. Not like my body will be facing down, but my head will be to the side.
Which side?
To my right side.
Okay.
And that's without pillow. That's off to the side like a dead person.
Oh.
Like a corpse.
Do you not like using pillows?
No, I do. When I sleep on my side, I have a pillow.
Okay.
Or if if I'm feeling really restless, I'll go for like the position where I'll kind of like, I don't even know how to describe this.
You lay flat on your back with your arms across your chest?
And then when I wake up, I go like fully erect, like on my heels to standing. Yeah.
Like a Nosferatu rising from his coffin.
What? It couldn't be me. But then the other one is like, I'll still sleep like chest downward, but I'll pull like the pillow like half under my arm and like askew myself in the bed. That's usually if I'm restless.
Okay. Melissa, what about you?
So I like to lay on my side and kick out my leg, and then I like to put my foot under the knee of my other leg.
You sleep in a figure 4 fucking leg lock.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And is that how you normally? And let me go back to Wes. Wes, how do you normally wake up?
I typically wake up in the same position I went to sleep in.
Wow, that must be wonderful.
That's crazy.
And then Melissa, what about you? When you go to sleep in the pretzel position, how do you wake up?
I wake up with you pushing me off of my back.
Yeah. Normally that's because I think you're dying, and I try to wake you up to make sure you're not dead so I can go back to sleep.
Thanks.
So I have a complicated night routine. I have to get tired first. So to get tired, I lay on my front with my head to the right and my legs stretched out to the right, sort of angled. You know, like looks like you're climbing a rock wall. But whenever I get to the right amount of eepee in that position, I do a flip and I then look to the left instead of the right. Like my whole body shifts to the left side instead of the right. So the other leg goes out instead of the right one. And that's how I normally fall asleep. I'm not really sure how I wake up. I think generally when I wake up, it's that. Or maybe I'm on my side. If I'm sick, sometimes I'll wake up on my back because I snore so loud it wakes me up. But that's normally only when I'm very sick.
I have a follow-up question to the sleeping thing.
Okay, go ahead, Josh. Take the floor.
Okay, if you start to get hot under the blankets, what do y'all do?
I kick the blanket off
Okay,
and hope the monster eats my ass.
okay.
Stick it out over the edge. Oh no.
Wes?
So I don't like not having something covering me when I sleep. So I'll just go and like turn on the fan and then get back in under the same blankets.
You don't wait. You don't already have a fan going?
Not unless it's hot.
That's
no.
insane. That's insane.
I always have a fan going.
Even in like the dead of winter.
Yep.
Yes.
Melissa?
I usually don't get hot, but when I do, I just suffer because I like having a blanket or 2 or 3.
Okay, Chris?
I don't get hot because I don't sleep under a blanket. I sleep under just a top sheet.
Okay, I stick one leg out, and that is more than enough to cool down my body.
Yes.
Monster's gonna get you though.
Let them, please. Let me be done.
Sometimes I'll like pull the comforter up like so my feet are exposed, or like I'll pull it up so like my knees down are exposed, and that's enough to cool me.
So like I said, I'll stick one leg out, and it'd just be like knee downs out.
Which one of the 3 legs is it?
It's like a radiator.
It's my right leg because I'll usually get on my back to do that.
Okay, it's not
So I
your
can
leg.
basically dangle my leg off the side of the bed.
I feel like I've walked into your room before and seen that. That makes sense.
The only time I've seen Josh sleep was sleeping straight up in a chair.
I saw him sleep in like an armchair before.
You saw us sleep in a trunk.
I did see Josh sleep between a back seat and a trunk before, where he put the back seats down and like laid it between the trunk and the back.
That was wonderful.
And he slept really well for like 3 hours.
Huh.
Wonderful. It doesn't help growing up without a bed. You learn to sleep wherever you can.
I knew this was going to come up. I didn't have a bed.
Yeah, Josh and Sticky have a lot in common because they don't like sleeping in a bed because they never knew one. All the other cats are in the bed, but Sticky's out sleeping on the couch like, what am I supposed to do?
He's a sweet boy. Leave him alone.
Wes, I'm surprised you sleep.
He doesn't sleep. He just lays there.
So it's actually just thinking about it. When I go to like a skew mode, there is a weird thing I'll do where I'll literally like hook my feet off of the bottom of the mattress. Because like if I fully outstretch, I'm pretty close to either end of the mattress.
What size mattress you sleep on?
I think it's a queen.
Queen?
Yeah. But like I don't know, I can very easily like hook my feet off the bottom and then also easily like reach the top of the mattress, no problem.
Do you think that if you went into one of those positions and for some reason the entire house flipped over, you would still stay attached to the mattress like a gecko? Is that a possibility?
Definitely not. I don't think you got the suction on either side sleeping. Probably not in like corpse pose. But maybe when we go to like a skew mode,
There we go. Yeah.
you get the grip.
You have different stances. Yeah. Ladies, I want you to know that Wes is sick. So if you need a little gamer boy to hook to your bed at night, like one of those
like that.
like one of those monkeys with the magnets in their hands, then he's your guy.
Got one more question for the bed thing. All right, this is it.
Do y'all eat soup in the bed?
No,
No, I don't.
it's hard. Don't do it. How many covers do y'all have? I just want to know if I'm weird because I have like a thinner blanket that's like a fleece blanket, a sheet, a little thicker blanket, and then a comforter.
Josh, you sleep with more blankets than I own blankets.
I sleep with it because I have much weight. It's like a weighted blanket without having to spend as much money on a weighted blanket.
You spent enough money on 4 blankets, you could have just bought a weighted blanket.
Well, most of them I've already had.
Chris, want to answer the blankie question?
Yeah, so we have a comforter on the bed that neither of us sleep under, and I have a top sheet, and Cassie has 2 blankets that she keeps to herself. It works out great.
I normally, in our house, I would sleep under the sheet and then a comforter, but I've been just sleeping with the comforter on top of the sheet because, I don't know, I just have. In winter, though, when it's very cold and I turn down the heat because I'm cheap, it's not unheard of to have a 3rd blanket on top. Probably never more than 3, unless, again, I'm very sick and I have a fever and I'm cold.
Okay. Wes?
So, I mean, I have a sheet, a comforter, and then I have a blanket on standby if I get cold. But that's pretty much it.
Do your sheets have dinosaurs on them?
No, they do not.
Are they like, do they look like plaid, like picnic table coverings?
No, but it's closer to that than dinosaurs.
Okay.
That sounds sad.
My blanket has a bear on
It does.
it. I used to have one that had an eagle on it, but
I think my blanket also has a bear on it.
hell yeah.
People,
I have to watch Cocaine Bear.
every child who was raised in the South has a weird blanket with some weird animal on it that like their great aunt or their grandma got them at Cracker Barrel during like the 90s that you just have. It's just there. That's the blanket. I never had one because my family isn't weird. But Melissa, what about you? How many blankets do you sleep with?
Right now, 2-ish.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's probably more like 4.
On the couch, I have about 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I stole your black blanket
Mm-hmm.
to add to my other black blanket. And then my Sherpa blanket.
Melissa also has a weighted blanket that we have not moved to the bedroom yet.
Because it's heavy and a cat will sit on it and you just cannot move it at all.
It happens.
You just have to flip it onto the cat, see if they can lift it.
No, because I think that blanket is heavy enough that some of them might get damaged.
I know the answer for this for some of you. Do you find it at all difficult to go to sleep? I don't have any problem going to sleep. Cassie says that I can fall asleep within seconds of my head hitting a pillow.
It depends. There's a lot of times I'm not able to sleep well at all.
I feel like I fall asleep fairly well as long as I'm tired enough. I guess Melissa would have to vouch for me, though. There are some times where like I can't, but more often than not I fall asleep fairly quickly. My problem is that I wake up so damn early now. Like I feel like I'm up at, I don't know, like 4:30 or 5, and I just stare at my phone until it's time to get up.
Are you actually up at 4:30 or 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And I hate it.
It does.
That started like recently.
So I feel like I usually don't have any trouble. The only times I have problems going to sleep is if I can't turn my brain off. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Just do it. What are you talking about? Just go to sleep.
I don't know if there's just something that I can't stop thinking about that's keeping me up.
Okay.
I don't like this question.
Yeah, I know.
I have to have very specific things. I have to have the TV on at a certain volume. Not too loud, but I still have to be able to hear it. It's got to be a good temperature. I have to have the right amount of pillows and the right amount of blankets. I have to take my Benadryl.
You have to have the right amount of drinks on your side table.
Yes, I need a drink.
At least 2. Normally it's 2.
2 different drinks?
Yes,
Okay.
I have to have options. And I sleep better when there's a cat on me. I think that's about it.
Also your baby blanket.
On my baby blanket.
If I slightly recline, I can go to sleep. If I lean back in this chair, I could fall asleep like that. Anytime I will sit down after work on the couch and I will outstretch my legs on the couch and I will go to sleep without trying.
Like sleeping on a couch and like trying to sleep on a bed, it's easier to fall asleep on a couch.
I'm positive I could do the same thing I did it the other day. I was reading a book and fell asleep with the Kindle in my hand. Unintentionally. I had to go back and reread the chapter.
Well, now that everyone has fallen asleep listening to this, you guys had a nice little nap last time we were all together.
Oh yeah.
They said unconscious sleep is some of the best sleep.
You were knocked unconscious and you were taken by this sect of ghouls, probably to be eaten. But thanks to the cleverness of Finrat and the bravery of, I almost said Joshicles, the bravery of a sim, you were able to escape. So we pick up, we come back together with the 5 of you, Pan, Finn, Asim, Merwin, and one of Merwin's lost friends, as you are, I imagine, trying to escape these tunnels.
Yeah. On topic, I remember after a session, because me and Wes did the whole stealthy thing, I don't know if you already gave him a good boy token, but I know you said you were going to potentially give us good boy tokens.
Is that true?
I remember you talking to me about it because the whole stealth thing.
Does anyone else remember that?
I think you already gave me one.
I mean, I'm just telling what you told me. If you don't, it's fine. I don't care.
I mean, do you have any on your person? No? Weston has to dig into his librarian's bag.
This Foley work.
Professionals.
Certainly this is ASMR to someone, right?
Yeah, I have one, and I'm pretty sure I lost all of mine before gambling with Chris.
I did steal all of what...
So, Josh, you don't have one.
I do not.
I will give you one.
Well, thank you.
So, Chris, you got any GBTs?
No, I spent them all.
Melissa, you have any GBTs?
No.
So we have 2 GBTs out in the open right now. A little bit of introspector, though. Chris, how's Pan doing right now?
Not great.
Not great?
I would say he's feeling very spent.
Spent? On a scale of 1 to 18, how's he feeling?
About a 10.
About a 10. On a scale of...
Did we heal since we got knocked unconscious?
You have not.
Then how do you have any help?
I think you initially brought us back with a heal.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
On a scale from 0 to 6, which could mean any number of things.
Sure.
What are you sitting at?
0.
0. Merwin, how about you? What do you...
Question.
Uh-huh.
My mouse died.
That's not a question.
It could be if you put a question mark at the end of
My mouse died?
My mouse died?
10.
10. You don't have spell slots, obviously, but how are your other resources looking?
My other resources are fine because I didn't use them.
Yeah. Sitting at 3 out of 3 rages. Relentless endurance. I think you also have... Also looking at maybe some Roar of Defiance left over. I don't think that's a set number, though. I think that's based on who you've done it to. What about a sim? How's he looking?
He ain't looking very good.
No? Is that all?
Your character portrait is shrouded in red when I'm looking at it from here.
Yeah, there's a big blood stain on most of your tokens. How are your resources looking? You got any lay on hands left?
I got 1 point.
Just enough.
Yeah, but how many divine senses do you have?
I got all 3.
Look at that.
Damn.
He's prepared.
If only you could have defined sense before and known there was undead that was going to sneak up on our camp and beat our ass.
Why didn't the dog find out? Can't you sniff things?
With what wild shapes, my guy?
We were at camp. You still had them then, my guy.
Well, you want me to use it then and not save us getting in rat gang mode?
If you would have used it then, you would have known that we were about to get ambushed, wouldn't you? Then we might not have been in this situation.
Damn.
Damn.
I understand that the sleep question caused a lot of problems, but we don't gotta take it that far.
Damn.
I did feed you this morning, Josh. Calm down.
Fucking 4 blanket motherfucker. Look at this guy. Taking his feet out the side.
You received your 6 Reese's cups, right?
They're in your contract?
Can I claim these on my 1099?
Yeah, technically. Just threw a Reese to him like he's a dog.
It'll abate him.
Take it back. Take back the good boy point.
You threw the Reese's eyeball at me. That's what makes it better.
Yeah,
It's a fucking tanker of shit.
he threw those at you like he fucking paid for them. And Finn, how you doing over there?
Oh, dude, I think Finn's number 1.
Is that number 1 in hit points, number 1 in spell slots, or number 1 in wild shapes?
Well, wild shapes he's number 0.
Number 0.
There's number 1 in the other 2.
And Merwin, your companion, Darmir, he's been in those cages for a while. He's not doing too good either. And I don't remember, but I don't think anyone gave him a weapon. He doesn't have any equipment.
Damn, that sucks.
Well, we just got to
We didn't
the
have
tunnels.
anything to give them.
I have all the weapons.
I was right. Yeah, you took the chest, right? You didn't.
Well, I took what I could grab and put it in the bag of holding.
That's right. You transferred what you could.
Yep.
So you guys don't even have your stuff yet.
Yeah.
Nope. To my knowledge, when we left, me and him haven't met up with him yet.
That's right. Well, I think you did. I think you left the sort of the ghoul lair together. But for the sake of anything that's everything, all 5 of you are together, and you travel for, I don't know how long you feel comfortable traveling, but surely you want to get far enough away from this place. Maybe 10 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, I want to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, 10 minutes away until you start divvying up getting everyone's stuff back?
Well, as we're going, I would be giving people the weapons and stuff back in case of if we get attacked. I wouldn't just like, well, we're just gonna wait. But as we're like going through, because he only has the dagger, that's not that big of a thing.
He throws your dagger at you while you're running away.
It hits me, I die.
You catch it in the shoulder.
I probably survive a dagger hit.
To my knowledge, Finn only uses components.
Well, I have staff.
Nope, wrong character. Not bad. Like, so I would give him his staff back.
Like, what is this bell and all of these weird looking scrolls in here?
I would imagine I'd give his staff back to him as he was a rat to see if he could carry it.
All right, calm down, Master Splinter.
Could you imagine Finn wearing Haruka's outfit?
I was thinking of Salt.
I wasn't.
And I would give Merwin her her battle axe back to her.
But surely you got to take some time to don your armors.
No, I wouldn't give him the armor. It would just be the weapon.
Certainly they didn't take my clothes from me.
They took most of them, yeah?
I think, weren't we like in our underwear basically?
Yeah, you were skivvied down.
Oh no, I don't wear any.
Damn.
Everyone saw my wiener. That's fine. I'm joking. They took my regular ass clothes?
They stripped you guys down to almost the bare minimum.
All right.
I mean, we were basically cattle for them.
God, that's fair.
Yeah, and how many times you go to a farm and see cows wearing sweaters?
The cool ones.
I figured they'd use my armor as like a fancy plate.
Why? Why?
They heard it was plate armor.
Jesus.
I guess the real question we need to ask is, how much of our stuff did we actually reclaim?
Imagine trying to eat soup through chainmail.
Where'd it go?
That's a good question. How much of your stuff were you actually able to reclaim? So,
I don't know. You tell us.
Roll back in the tape.
Next gonna be like, y'all reclaimed everything but a long sword and a shield.
You claimed everything but Pan's clothes.
Pan still has to be naked.
Wasn't doing me much good anyway.
Either of them spells. Start using that dagger more.
I'm gonna say that you guys hadn't been there for very long. I thought you were trying to sneeze. You guys hadn't been there for very long. You don't get the sense, at least as you were going through the chest to throw into the bag of holding, that they even had taken the time to sort through and take any valuables. They sort of dumped everything into this container and then, were going through the process of eating somebody.
They were hungry.
Very much like the hippos of the fabled...
Hungry hippos?
Yeah, it's in the name. So, I don't want to be too strict. I want to make sure that, we keep it as fair as we can. So everyone roll me a D100. And that's the percentage of gear that you lose.
Are you then going to determine what we don't have?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, cool.
You don't have to roll that.
Oh,
I mean, you can if you want to, just for funsies, but...
I got a 97.
I got 41.
You have nothing.
I got a 95.
I lose everything except for a single piece of a pepper that I have.
I get a shoe.
There's a 1 ounce bottle of ink. I guess this is Pan's.
Well, I do have that.
No, we'll say you guys have all of your stuff. They didn't have time to go through it and like I said, divide it up amongst themselves or see what they wanted to take for themselves. But you would imagine that if they did have time, you guys would be missing a substantial amount of gear. That worm silk cloak. That's still there. I was just looking at your sheet, Pan.
That's good.
When did Finn get a scimitar?
I've had a scimitar since the beginning.
Have you really?
I just never use it.
Oh, I thought you had a staff.
I have both.
I don't see it on your character sheet. You fucking lying.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. I see it.
You liar. Always fucking lying.
So you guys get your stuff back and you're going through these tunnels. What are we thinking? What's going on here?
I get back my 1 potion of healing
No.
that has a 0 next to it. So I guess I have 0 potions of healing.
So tell me what's going on here. The 5 of you in this tunnel, you are, as Sim is handing out supplies, trying to grab or put on what you can.
I mean, I think the goal is to get out of here as fast as possible without arousing any more attention.
Do you know where you're going?
Not a clue. No. Doesn't matter. Out of here. And into a much worse ghoul cave.
Why don't I get a survival check from everybody? Or if someone wants to try to lead the party, maybe some folks can assist. Chris, have you got a natural 1? Did you?
Yeah. +1.
Are those the same dice you were using yesterday?
No.
Okay.
No, these dice are the Beetle and Grimm dice.
I got 18.
18?
I'm gonna pull out the Gen Con dice.
I got a 9.
9. See, Merwin got a 13. So not only is the Sim handing out supplies, but he's also leading you out of these tunnels, hopefully leading you in the right direction on where you're supposed to go to escape this place. And it's scary. I see you re-rolled a die after you switched it out. What'd you get on that one?
It's a 1. Well, it can't get any worse.
Chris, I know you've heard this a couple times since the start of the new year, but be better. Someone felt so strongly about that they even changed their name on Patreon.
God,
so you would have to read "Be Better, Chris."
It's so funny. You know? Someone's got to be the bad roller.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
So this is a scary situation. I think most of you can see in the dark, except for Finn. Going through these tunnels, and even though you've been traveling for, we'll say now, close to maybe 15 or 20 minutes, you still have like this stench of death in your nostrils. And there are a couple times where maybe you'll start to go down a path and think about turning, but don't, and end up finding like remains of other victims, pieces of people, bones that are clearly not animal.
Like, when we see those, does it look like this is like a dumping ground where they're just throwing remains, or does it look like people tried to escape, got chased here, and murdered?
You ever walked on like the side of the road and you see where someone threw like their Burger King bag out from their car after they finished eating? It's kind of like that.
You ever been to the Paris catacombs? It's kind of like that.
Yikes.
It's like where I used to live. You could always tell when it was payday for people, because you would walk down the side of the road and there would be tossed out scratchers and malt liquor bottles.
Hell yeah.
But that only happened on like every other Friday. It was funny. So yeah, so no dumping grounds, at least that you've found. Just sort of remnants of things that have been left behind. Maybe when these ghoul raiding parties are coming back, they have a little snack.
Just a little snack.
So you continue on these paths, these tunnels, with the Sim leading the pack, trying to find a way out of here. Sim, you're going up first, and you're sort of actively looking around for ways out of here. Why don't you roll me a perception check?
Okay.
Why don't you use one of Chris's dice?
Hey, no. You don't want to do that. Which one do you want?
I don't know. Just hand me one.
He's gonna make it be better.
3.
Did you roll a 1 again?
I rolled a 3.
Oh, but you get to add your perception, right?
I rolled a 3, Wes. I rolled a 3. What do you not understand about this?
I rolled it again as I put it down with another one.
Which one is that?
That's the Gen Con die.
Put away.
No, it normally rolls really well. I'm getting all the bad ones out of the way.
Maybe they designed those dice in such a way that they degrade over the period of a year. So
You have to buy a new one.
I have to buy a new one.
you got to go back and buy a new
Damn
one.
it. Those are expensive. Oh well.
Appease the beast. It's like throwing a hunk of
Illegal?
meat to a tiger.
That was a better throw, Wes. Or catch.
I was expecting to come this way, not that way.
Gotta take a break because Wes is over here throwing shit at people. I want you to know that while we were at the store, Josh was like, I'm gonna find a snack that's quiet because I'm trying to do my best not to make noise. And then proceeds to buy one of the noisiest possible snacks he could find.
This is your fault, Nick.
At least he didn't buy Pop Rocks.
I know what I'm getting next time.
I can still hear him crinkling.
It's like the episode of Futurama where Fry buys the Oreos that you have to make yourself.
We need to get Josh a bowl and have him pre-open all of his Reese's.
Put some milk in there.
How happy that would make him.
I've done that before with whatever candy before this.
He's gonna eat his Reese cups with chopsticks.
Hell yeah.
Will work really well with the minis.
Perception, you don't notice, and as you're looking around frantically trying to find a way out, Sim, you trip and fall over something in the path.
Of course I fucking do.
The rest of you see what he's tripped over, and you are kind of getting up and turning around, and you see that you tripped over a body. It is a body of, looks to be a ghoul, seems to be undead, and its head has mostly been removed.
Thank God it wasn't a mole dog.
What do you mean by mostly?
Mostly, like it's just hanging on by a little skin flap.
Ew.
How can someone be nearly headless?
Ben, we tripped over a body. I know you can't see.
I just imagine that I'm carrying Finn on my back,
Like a little backpack?
a little backpack. I don't want him to trip and fall.
I'm okay with that.
Would it be a
Like a
backpack
Fitbit.
or like a little like on the shoulder parrot type thing since he's a rat?
Well, I'm not a rat anymore.
He unratted.
At least not in the physical manifestation.
So I don't think... How long have we been traveling?
Since you left, we'll say now half an hour.
Okay.
It's a long tunnel.
It's like different tunnels and offshoots and stuff, you know.
A tunnel system.
Yeah.
It's a secret tunnel.
So there's this this dead undead,
This re-dead.
this redeaded in the pathway. Looks like its head has almost been removed.
Can you tell by what means?
You could roll me a medicine check.
Yeah, sure. I'd love to do that.
This is Pandemonium working on his PhD.
No.
He's working on his associate's degree.
Medicine is a wisdom skill, not a learned skill. In this game, anyway. I got a 4.
The same day.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to pull out the other die eventually.
This
I don't want to give up.
It is very clearly an undead.
Yeah, sure.
It seems to have all the appendages of a humanoid. So you make the medical proclamation that this is definitely not a horse.
This is not the Fluffinator or Xenopuff.
Like I said, it's good. We'll probably need the transportation if we can get back to the surface.
This is assuming they didn't eat our horses. Horses?
Does it look like it recently ate a horse?
I detect nothing horse-like about this.
It is not distended in a way that would make you think it ate a large amount of food. Someone else want to try to examine those wounds?
How
Do I need to roll
how
medicine?
has it
Be a
been dead?
medicine. It'd be a medicine check. You could maybe also give me a survival.
I am certainly cursed this table.
I would accept a survival.
I think I'll do survival.
Survival will tell you how long it's been dead.
21.
Oh, thank God.
21. It has been dead for a long time.
Recently re-dead.
Based on some of the signs, probably within the last couple of hours.
Okay.
Oh,
Ugh.
someone else was here.
Does he look familiar? Is this a ghoul we've encountered before? I can't see shit, but does he look familiar to anyone else?
Did anyone have any torches in their bags?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do we want to be lighting ourselves up right now is the real question.
Do you think you would have lit a torch by now going through the tunnels?
No.
No.
Knowing what we
wait.
know is like they can see in the dark, so they would certainly be able to determine that if something was casting a light, something is going on.
Do you think like dark vision or low light vision?
I don't think low light vision exists in this game.
We're playing too many games.
No, we're not playing enough games.
No, I would not have pulled out a torch because I'd be worried about just getting out of there. And I know someone could guide Finn.
Fin pack.
That was really good. Hang on. Give that to Melissa, please. I'm gonna give you a good boy token for that. Old fin pack. I like that. Good job on being creative. Is this a mystery you want to just leave be and continue on your way?
I'd probably want to look around to see if there's like footsteps, drag marks, blood marks.
Okay.
Sim's one goal is to get us out. Looking around, this is going to put us in more harm's way.
Does he have anything on him? I ask the group who can see.
I mean, it's up to Nick to tell us if he does.
Does he have anything on him?
Does he have anything on him?
Clothes.
Yeah, I mean, wearing the, sort of rags that you have seen ghouls wear.
And they're like weapons or, I don't know, like a map. That'd be pretty cool.
No.
Okay.
No. Someone can roll me a religion check, see if they know what kind of ghoul this is.
15.
15. This is...
I got a whole 0.
Oh, a natural 1 minus 1.
Yeah.
You know what? You're starting to maybe contradict what Pan said earlier. Maybe this is a horse. Maybe he doesn't know what he's talking about.
How many times have I seen a horse?
Yeah.
Guys, I think this is a horse.
Has to be.
Sim, you would know this is one of the beggar ghoul types.
Mm-hmm.
Basically mindless. Most of the time they don't even carry weapons. They just claw and bite. They're low level fodder. So the fact that it has nothing or would have nothing is
normal.
It makes sense.
I would let them know, like, hey, this is very low on the food chain. We need to go.
Sure. Makes sense to me.
Okay.
So you continue, taking another couple turns. There's a couple splits. And then as you enter another side section of a tunnel, you see in front of you, littered on the ground, that there are more bodies. They all look to similarly be ghouls, and there's about 30 of them.
Jeez.
Someone's been killing ghouls.
Or that's just where they kind of put them when they're not being used.
Are they similarly freshly dead?
Why don't you roll me a survival or maybe a medicine?
Maybe Merwin should do it.
I rolled a 20 on survival.
I rolled a natural 20 on medicine.
Hey,
See? It came around. It just took some time.
look at you.
21.
All right, so survival and medicine. They are, obviously they are, again, dead undeads. Probably dispatched within the same amount of time, give or take. But these have obvious weapon marks. Like, it looks like parts of them have been cleaved through with what you would imagine are pretty heavy blades. Heavy swords, axes, something like that. And you can see that the wounds, the flesh is scorched, like they have been maybe burned with fire. A natural 20, I think I'd give it to you. Not flame fire exactly, but maybe some sort of holy fire.
I have a geography question. Is this in opening in the tunnel, or do they line the tunnel?
This is like a tunnel, and they're sort of placed around the floor of the tunnel, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Does that answer?
So you kind of have to step over them?
Yeah. You'd have to walk through
But not like a giant pile.
No, they're not in a pile. They haven't been piled up. It looks like they were cut down and left where they were.
Okay.
I just like to think this is the Fluffinator and Xenopuff. They polymorphed into super powerful paladins to come save us.
Out of all of the possibilities,
What are you on about?
out of all the possibilities, that is probably the lowest.
Yeah, and it's not close, frankly.
The cave madness. It's taking us.
Sim leans down and takes his fingers and puts them in some of the ghoul bile and lifts it up and rubs it between his thumb. I think Xenopuff was here. Coming to save us. Wait, what is that smell?
Oh,
That's the Fluffinator. And then he runs off into a tunnel by himself. Gets eaten by a crocodile somewhere. Anything else you want to do with these bodies? Anything else you want to look at?
Nope.
Any further investigation needs to be had?
Okay, so it seems like someone is killing ghouls, and it seems as though they are recently dead.
And it doesn't necessarily seem like a bad thing.
And it seems like whoever is killing them, at least someone in that party, if there are multiple of them, has access to some kind of holy magics. It could be a crew specifically dispatched to take care of these undead.
Well, I mean,
And if so, I would like to find them.
seems like the perfect people for us to find.
Yeah.
Help.
So I start screaming, help. No.
Oh,
No.
I start screaming fire.
I guess I would ask this group, does it seem like there's any tracks or anything? Could we track down these people who have been killing ghouls and follow their path?
Do I see any tracks?
Yeah. I'm not going to make you. I'll let you carry over that survival check. Yeah, you can definitely see that there are an assortment footprints, which you would probably contribute to the ghouls. But there are also sets of footprints that seem to be like boots or armor, something like that.
Are they heading back towards where we came from, or like where we're going?
No, it doesn't look like, it looks like that some of them probably went the way that you were coming from, but it looks like for the most part, those footprints are going the way that you are going.
Okay. I continue on. Onward.
Follow them.
You guys take any special precautions, or you just want to go forward?
I quickly write a sign or hang it around my neck that says "not a ghoul." That way, when they see us, they'll know. Oh, he's not a ghoul.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah. I get naked.
I get nude.
And I know that you're at a disadvantage here because you can't see any of this, and you're kind of going off of what is being told to you, what you're being guided to. But I just don't want you to feel left out.
Oh no, I'm just along for the ride at the time being. It's all right.
The ride on Merwin's muscly shoulder.
The literal ride.
Their strong arms carrying me.
Merwin, do you have any conversation with Darwin? Sorry, what's her name again?
Derwin. I
Darwin.
believe.
Any conversation with him while this is happening? Or are you also sort of focused on getting out of here?
I would probably just tell him what's going on and reassure him. And I'd want to get out of here as fast as possible, though.
Yeah, he's not. Roll me an insight check.
11.
Something's a little off about him.
Oh no.
He doesn't seem maybe to be exactly the same. Maybe you chalk it up to him being in captivity for as long as he was, or maybe something he experienced or saw.
He's traumatized.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He's got this hungry look in his eye.
Does he look like he craves the flesh of man?
He also has like a wrapped bandage on his arm, but he tries to hide it from everybody. No, I'm just kidding about that part. So you continue. You get a little past this ghoul field, we'll call it. And in the distance, in the tunnel, you can see that it sort of starts to open up. And you can see the very sort of signature look of the flickering of fire. Perhaps torches, perhaps a campfire flickering from ahead.
I think we should go towards it.
I would slow down the pace a little bit.
And let me clarify. So like you're in the tunnel and you can see sort of the reflection of the light flickering against like the walls of the tunnel. You don't see the flame itself.
Sure. Okay.
I would slow down to where I basically was stealthing.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and roll that for me?
It's a 14.
14.
14.
Chris.
Still not wearing your armor.
That's 14.
14. Is everyone else gonna follow suit? Are you still carrying Finn?
Yeah, my fin pack.
I'm gonna say that carrying Finn, I feel like you'd have disadvantage on stealth checks. Finn, you're on her back. Would you disagree with that?
Probably, but I mean, you could just put me down and I could follow behind if someone will lead me.
Okay.
Hold your hand.
If that's what we're gonna do, then just roll me. Everyone except Finn, roll me a stealth check.
I rolled a 16.
I'm gonna roll one for Derwin.
I got a 17.
You slow down and you work down this tunnel closer and closer to this sort of flame light that is flickering against the wall. And as you carefully move forward, you can see that there is a small outpost, maybe. There's 4 or 5 tents that have been set up down here. It seems like there is a fire in the center, some sort of cooking fire or some sort of just campfire or bonfire. And when you turn the corner and you kind of get a look at this outpost or camp, you can see that there are two dwarves that are standing sort of overlooking, like they're looking toward the way you're coming, like they're on guard. Let me have everyone roll a perception check. I'm gonna say that, Finn, you can make one. It'll just be with disadvantage because it's not ideal conditions for you to see.
Got a 17.
Don't worry. It don't matter what anybody rolls. I rolled a net 1.
I got a 3.
13.
17. You can see that these these dwarves are wearing like this really heavy. It almost looks like it's like burned iron, like the metal itself has been blackened, and they each have a battle axe in hand, and they are also wielding a shield, and the shield has this symbol on it. It is like a round sort of silver circle. Why don't you roll me a history check?
I was going to ask for any identifying iconography. Natural 20 plus 5 for 25.
25. You recognize that emblem when you were reading up on your ventures those days on the road. That is the emblem of the Canton of Grisal.
What luck. Fortuitous indeed. I gotta shut up. I hate how I'm talking right now.
Then why are you talking like it, Chris?
I don't know, man. I shifted into some kind of mindset.
He's just having a good time.
Chris doesn't have good times.
That's not true. I do. Every now and then.
Give this man some gummy clusters and something to laugh at, and let him watch TikTok videos on his phone, and he'll be fine.
A nerd gummy cluster would hit so different right now.
I got Sour Patch Bunnies.
They're not covered in nerds.
No, that's true.
And these guys seem to have noticed our presence.
It doesn't seem like they have.
Okay.
Maybe they're not super good at guard duty.
All right. I think the best course of action is to make it clear that we are not ghouls as we approach these guys, and probably not try to sneak up on them.
To run at them, screaming, your arms flailing.
Calmly and collectively walk towards them.
Perhaps you can signal you're nearby by alerting them with the gentle sound of an acorn.
Do you want me to produce a flame? That way I can see clearly visible. And
Yeah.
it's not a thing ghouls do, I imagine.
Produce a flame. That's a good idea.
Produce a flame. I hold it in my hand
Okay.
so I can see.
Okay.
And we approach.
And do they react?
Yeah, so you produce the flame. Everyone starts to approach. Is that what everyone's doing?
Yes.
Cock out.
Oh, I thought you were out of wild chips.
No.
So you light the produced flame, all of you are visible, and you approach yourselves, trying to make yourselves seen, not, shouting or screaming or anything like that. And the two guards will ready their weapons. Does anyone speak Dwarvish?
Yes, I do.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you learn it?
Common, Infernal, Dwarvish, Draconic. School.
You took Dwarven 101.
I took Intro to Dwarven.
I only know how to ask where the bathroom is.
Where's the bathroom? Where might I piss?
So you hear one of them shout to the other one, and in Dwarvish, he'll sort of demand or yell at this guy to go find Captain Harmick and let him know that we have somebody.
I'll say it in Dwarvish since I hear them speaking it. We mean you no harm. We were kidnapped by ghouls. We are trying to make our way out. We consider it rather lucky for us to have stumbled upon you instead of someone who wants to eat us. Unless you also want to eat us for your own weird cannibalistic reasons, in which case, that's bad. But we'll deal with that later.
Tell you what, diplomatic master. We want to solve the crisis in the Middle East. Just put Chris Martin over there.
Drop me there. I will solve the problem.
It's okay, guys.
I will definitely not cause another holy war.
I have 3 bags of gummy clusters. We can solve anything.
We can share.
I brought both flavors.
There's 3 flavors now.
Oh, is there?
A pink, blue, and a yellow bag. What are the flavors? Who knows?
Yellow.
You get the sense that maybe this dwarf that is on guard duty is a little taken aback by the fact that you can speak his language.
Sure.
And And he does say, "How do you know we're not going to eat you?
Well, I guess I don't. Are you?
You just stay right there.
I'm rather stringy. I don't think I taste very good.
Shut up."
Noted.
And he still has his weapon out, ready, his shield up. As he commands all of you to stay where you are. And a few moments later, the other guard will return, and he is accompanied by a couple other guards. There's probably 3 or 4 other ones at this point, and they are sort of leading behind another dwarf. This dwarf is pretty tall for a dwarf and really wide. I think the technical term would be a unit.
Like an absolute one?
Yeah, maybe of the absolute variety. He's a big dude. He has a long sort of grayish beard. Most of it's black, but the edges of it are gray, and the end of it is gray. It is braided, and he's wearing sort of the same kind of burnt metal looking armor that the rest of them are. But you can see that his has some sort of insignia or punch in it. You imagine that he's probably a higher rank than the rest of them. He also wields the same sort of battle axe and shield that has the emblem of Grisal on it. And he sort of passes all of his guards maybe 10 feet to get closer to you, and says, "I'm Captain Harmick, the halls of Grisal. Who might you be? What is your business?"
I'm assuming he's still speaking in Dwarvish.
He would be, yeah.
Okay.
He wants to know our business and to identify ourselves.
What is our business?
We're trying to get the fuck out of here.
Our official business.
We were supposed to come to Grisal, right?
We were on our way to Grisal on orders from the Clockwork Oracle. We stopped in Gunak very briefly to cure one of our allies of an ailment. After leaving Gunak, we were set upon by ghouls and were taken here, and we are now trying to make our way out.
And what kind of ailment might that be?
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have brought that one up, buddy.
It's okay. You're super cured of it now, right?
He feels fine.
I feel fine, but I'm just so hungry now. It's crazy.
For the flesh of man. But earlier in our adventures, one of our companions was set upon by a ghoulish fever that a priestess of Gunak was able to heal him of.
You hear a bunch of muttering from the guards. I can't really make out what they're saying, but it's just
Ghoul.
sick, blah, 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 sick, blah, 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 eat our faces, blah, 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 blah. Darmir's losing his shit. He's just Merwin, we gotta go. We gotta go. We can't stay here. They're gonna tie us up. They're gonna cut us open. We gotta go. And he's trying to urge you to go the other way.
I would tell
Back in?
chill out. We're fine for now. We got
For
it.
now.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Don't worry. I'm gonna fuck this up.
I'm not gonna give you advantage on this, but I'm gonna adjust the DC because you were friends with him.
19.
Get that. I've never seen someone with a +1 roll so high on so many checks.
Yeah, say that to my 3.
I've never seen someone with a +1 roll so high on so many checks. Didn't respond. You said ghoul fever?
Yes, but I assure you, he is fully cured of it.
The ghouliest of fever.
And explain again how he was afflicted and how he was cured.
He was bitten by a ghoul, and we took him to Gunak, where a priestess there was able to use her divine powers to heal him. I assure you, if he was still afflicted by this, he would have been long gone. He was not in great condition when we got him there. And now he is just fine.
Which one of you was it?
It was the human with us.
There's 2 humans.
That's right. I forget to send his human sometimes. I think he's a horse.
I mean, you're about 28%, right?
The Northlander. The pale one.
I look much better now with 1 hit point.
He's fucking bloody as shit.
He looks back to his men and he says something. He turns back to you. Send him forward.
They're going to inspect you.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
They want to make sure you don't have ghoul fever anymore.
Oh, all right. I'll go forward.
You approach him.
You bite them on the face.
They kill me on the spot. Cut my head off. Executed.
You go in for a little smooch, and they're just like, nah.
Season wrap.
Why don't you guys roll me a history check? I'm gonna give Pan advantage on this because you did identify very quickly that they were from Grisol.
I got a 23.
23. Anyone get higher? 14.
Dirty 20.
Some of you may have read up on this when you were traveling. Surely you'd read a little bit on where you were going. Grisol is known specifically for their raids and their fights against the undead.
Mm-hmm.
So much that they have established special units, and these units are led by, sort of like military officers who have been given the titles of grave slayers.
That's really cool.
It's real cool.
It's potentially bad for us.
And as you're approaching this guy, this Captain Harmick, who you assume who that's what they said, you're starting to get the feeling that he is one of these grave slayers. I'm trying to think what a modern equivalent, or like what an our world equivalent of a grave slayer would be, without being offensive.
Dog the bounty hunter.
I'm offended.
Yeah.
By that haircut.
They're sort of like, they're kind of like spec ops guys
for undead.
And that's what they do. They're trained and they specialize in rooting out and destroying undead
And curing people of the disease, right?
And curing them of the disease, right?
I mean, curing the disease in some way, sure. And you start to think back to those bodies you found.
Finn, a duck.
He turns into
He turned into a duck.
He can't. It has a fly speed.
To be fair, right? I would assume they'd have ways of diagnosing if people were currently inflicted with the disease.
Wes, how familiar are you with the Salem witch trials?
Ugh.
Well, if we kill you when you die, then
You're not a
ghoul.
Last time I was in Salem, it didn't go so well.
That's true.
Yeah, he's probably one of these guys. You step forward and he looks at you very carefully. When he goes to move towards you, his men move up as well just a little bit, and they all have their weapons ready. And he grabs your chin and grabs the side of your face with his hand. And he's shorter than you are. And he's kind of looking up at you, and he stares real deep in your eyes. And he takes a finger and puts it in your lip and pulls your lip down, and he's looking at your mouth, looking at your gums. Did you put back on your clothes?
I don't think we ever stopped to put our armors back on, did we? So
Yeah. He's examining, he's lifting up your arm and kind of turning your shoulder. He's looking for marks, for bites. You've been fighting them recently?
well, yes, we
I should say he switches to common at this
Okay.
point because he knows you're a stupid northerner.
You damn stupid northerner.
so we encountered them last night. They ambushed us and we fought them then, and they took us down to these caves.
I'm going to give you one chance. Did you get bit?
I did not.
All right. What about your friends?
I truly don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know.
All right. And he nods sort of back to his guys. He's like, go back there. He sends you to his scouts.
Okay.
And they sort of you see that Finn moves to them, and some of them sort of go to the side to give him a space. And they all have their, again, weapons ready. If shit hits the fan and they got to cut somebody down, they're going to do it. Who's next? Send another one. We'll do this one by one. And if you're all fine, we'll get you out.
I'll go next.
For those of you that are listening, Chris is violently pointing at himself and mouthing, I'm not okay. It is very funny.
Doesn't work well for an audio medium.
No, we're all too ugly for video, so
I'm not okay.
this is all we get.
It's bad.
So Asim moves forward. Asim is still down to his skivvies. Did I say that they took your holy symbol? I think you still had that, right?
They had took it, but I found it.
Okay.
That was the whole purpose of me going to find the
That's right.
stuff, was to grab that.
Did you put that back on?
Yes.
So you approach. Does he know about Horus? So you approach him, and he looks you up and down, and he sort of does the same thing, unless you resist him for any reason. He like examines your arms, your legs, your back. He kind of like, how tall is this him again?
He's about 5'11", 6 foot.
Okay, so he leans up and he like sticks one of his fingers in your mouth and he pulls down your lip. He's looking at your teeth, looking at your mouth, looks at like the colors in your eyes. And tell me what happened.
Oh, we were setting up camp, and after we set up, they ambushed us and attacked.
Camp? Where?
What was this city we were in?
We're outside of Gunak.
We were right outside of Gunak.
Camped by a river.
By a river.
We did camp by a river.
Down by the river?
Down.
Down.
Down by the river.
Yeah, I mean, you all went down by the river. That makes sense.
To pray.
Down. They got the better of us, and then we woke up in cages.
You don't seem to be affected, but I see there's a bite mark. Care to explain?
I have studied to be a paladin of Horus. He grants me strength against diseases and ailments.
So when you have a moment to make sure to thank him for saving your life, go.
Head on.
He'll send you back. Who's next? I see 3 more of you.
We're all gonna die. It's the end of the campaign.
Well, time to go get my head cut off.
Pan's going?
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll be able to tell the infection from the green skin. For both of y'all.
Maybe.
Your friend's done for.
Was he bitten?
I don't know, but
Kind of seeming like it
He's a
Not a
little
cagey.
nervous.
on the surface.
I just like to think Pan's foaming at the mouth right now.
I'm fine.
to be fair, I think a lot of people get nervous around cops even if they haven't done anything.
True. Fuck 12. Am I right?
What does it say that even if you're not doing anything wrong, when you see the blue lights, your heart drops and your anxiety skyrockets? What does that say?
It means that the system has been built in such a way that the communities inherently don't trust the police.
I'd really hope an acorn doesn't drop on me.
Wes, side question. Do you ever see police in your neighborhood?
Of course not. How would they go there?
They live
No,
there.
no.
So Pan, you step forward, and at first he doesn't even start to examine you like he did the others. He's just looking at you. I haven't seen
Why are you green?
someone that looks like you before.
Is in like a tiefling? Someone with horns?
I've seen horned ones before,
Not a green one?
but not in your particular shade.
Yeah, I wish I could figure it out.
He's over there throwing shade.
If we were in different circumstances, I might say that it looks nice.
Well, if it was different circumstances, I'd say thank you.
You've been bit.
Is it not obvious? Yes.
How long ago?
I don't know what time it is now, but last night, during the attack on our camp, outside of Gunak, on our way to Grisal, by the river.
He's looking over your arms and legs, looks at your eyes. He doesn't put his finger in your mouth, like on your lip, like he did the other ones. He does sort of like grab your cheeks and like kind of press, like that.
I just let it happen, too.
Yeah. And he's like trying to get in your mouth. And
Hand smelling beef jerky.
It's not a bad thing.
No, it's not.
it's
It
just
can smell way worse.
natural musk.
I'm aware of the effect I have on women.
To make their hands smell like beef. If you were in my shoes, and an infected approached your camp and had the potential to put your men at risk, what would you do?
I would do my best to help them.
Yourself or the men?
Both. That's a bad answer.
Tell me a reason why I shouldn't cut you down and save you the trouble. Be doing you a favor if you ask me.
Clearly, this ailment can be cured as evidence of my companion here. I do not seem to be suffering the effects of this yet. Under my own power, I could go back to Gunak and have this cured before it becomes a problem.
Hold on. You're going to have to cut this out, but does he not sound like Ben Shapiro when he was just talking like that?
Let's say hypothetically,
He just had to pause and
infected
everything.
with narcolepsy fever. And let's say hypothetically, we gave it enough time to germinate. Now, possibly, when I die, I could come back as a ghoul, or I could simply die.
He had the pause
Curious.
and everything. And I was like, God dang it.
I had to think about the next words I was gonna say.
I'm sorry.
So he looks at you. Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh yeah.
No. Just roll this one.
I don't want to roll your die.
You want to borrow one of mine?
No.
No. Roll this one, man.
What kind of... Oh shit, I will roll that.
What is that?
That's the Dice Dungeon ones I got.
Oh,
Thank you, Dice Dungeons. Jared of Dice Dungeon. Great guy.
Don't fuck it up, Chris.
Yeah, I won't. Hey, just cut off my head.
what'd you get, Chris?
It's me, it's not the die. So I got a 4 total.
Uh-huh. What's your modifier for
Oh,
persuasion?
3.
Oh, natural 1.
Yeah. God, if I had a good boy token, that would be so chill. But
You remember
I
like
don't.
one of the last sessions of our Starfinder game where Chris had to roll to try to squirt toothpaste on an invisible enemy,
Yeah, I remember.
and he also failed that really important roll.
I failed this one too.
Captain Harmonic just looking at you, and like you can see, he doesn't really. I mean, he's seen some stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like, and
Is that haunted look about him?
he does, but it's not like a someone who has been through trauma. It's more of like somebody who just sort of knows what they have to do, and it's just ingrained in them.
But does he have the strength to do it? Yes.
How far away am I? Would I have been able to see this?
Yeah, you can see it for sure.
I would go stand in front of him, of Pan,
Now you're gonna get killed.
and I would make it very clear that we cured one. We can get him cured as well.
And what if you can't?
Then I'll kill him myself.
Who says we have enough time?
Holy.
Who says we have enough time to get him to someone who can help him? Can you help him? Does your god hold power to save your friend?
He has given me power to stave off our other friend for days.
Roll me persuasion.
Don't roll what I rolled. I don't roll any dice I've ever touched.
It's so funny because normally Chris rolls pretty well.
Bad day.
Oh God, this is gonna be bad. I know. I'm gonna roll a 1.
Chris, why don't you go down to the gas station and get yourself some gummy clusters? And me. I'll give you the Venmo card.
I got an 8.
We're gonna fucking die.
We're both gonna get killed. He's gonna kill us both with one swipe. Cut off both of our heads.
He doesn't break eye contact with the sim. The sim makes this sort of claim that, he'll handle it himself and he'll do what he can to stave it off for the time being. Says if you've been down here as long as I have, you know that you cannot take chances. I suggest you go back. And he motions back toward his guard. Let me do what I need to do.
I will not move if you plan on hurting my friend.
He looks past Pan to Merowyn and to your current InfoWars tinfoil hatted friend. What about you? Come up.
Okay.
And Merowyn is substantially bigger than him. But he does the same thing if you allow him to. He examines your extremities.
Sure.
He sort of beckons you to lean down a little bit, and he looks in your eyes and he examines your mouth. You? Seems you might have a touch of the fever as well. Were you bitten at the same time?
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Yeah.
I hope you would.
I feel fine.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. Everything's great.
Seems like you got a little bit of a sinus problem going on there.
No, it's just how I talk.
So tell me, if you were in my shoes, and infected were coming towards your camp, what would you do?
Well, I try to help everyone, especially those in need, especially the ones downtrodden. If someone came to me and said, I'm sick, but I have a way to cure it, I would let them try.
In what way do you have to cure this fever?
We have the Oracle. I'm pretty sure she would cure anyone in our party.
And how do you plan to have her do that?
Go to her house, I guess.
Go to her house.
How far away is it?
How far away is Zobek?
It's like 20 days.
Close to like 3 weeks.
Is she in Zobek?
The clockwork orc?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you talking about the priestess that cured
Yeah.
Priestess Gunak.
Yeah.
Priestess Gunak? You're not really sure where you are, like in relation to Gunak, but you know your camp was out a day away. So you're probably at least a day away.
I believe that we can get back in time to be cured as long as you let us pass.
He turns to his sim. And if she turns, you offer her the same as him?
Yes.
Maywin, roll me a persuasion check. This is the most important roll
Shut up.
of your entire life. I see that is a 6, and then you proceed to throw a good boy token at me.
14.
Better.
This man's gonna kill us.
I feel like I should have advantage on my check because I am large. And I scare him.
I don't think you scare him. I think you're the least of his worries. He probably has dealt with a lot bigger.
He went to Ghoul Vietnam.
Why don't you roll me an insight check and see if you feel like your size is intimidating to him?
9.
Yeah, you think it is.
Okay. Then if I think that I am intimidating to him,
Oh no.
then I have the confidence to be intimidating to him.
But that just means you have it. So when you roll it, you think you're intimidating him, but in reality, he's like, I don't know who you think you are.
I don't care.
Green Persian.
And if you were passed through our camp, do you know how to find your way out? Do you know where you even are?
We'll find a way.
No, but I'm pretty sure you would lead us to the fastest way out of here to get us out of your camp to...
I would risk my men, see the 5 of you to safety.
No, just the outskirts of your town. Or your encampment.
He can direct us, and he can surround us with his fellow hunters.
Is this what you're telling him? Are you trying to help Asima persuade him?
Yeah.
Okay. He looks back to your friend who is also a dwarf, right?
Mhm.
And then he switches back to Dwarven at this point. He says, Pan can translate. So, and you approach. Darmir looks around, and he just takes off
Oh, Lord have mercy.
away from the camp, back the way that you came, and he's just screaming the entire time. Safe to say that he was bitten too. But perhaps he's just gone mad.
He's just a little boy.
To my knowledge, he's been there. He was in that cage longer than we were.
Any idea how long?
I couldn't say. As soon as we awoken, we made haste to get out of the cage. We didn't really strike up conversations.
He's thinking about his options here. The 4 of you will come to our camp. You'll be under constant guard until I decide what to do with you.
Keep in mind that if we are to try and get them cured, time will be of the essence.
Maybe he doesn't want them to be cured. Maybe he just wants to kill them. I don't know.
Maybe he hasn't met his quota. He's got to kill 4 more by the end of the month.
Look, they ain't got acorns. They just got rocks that fall.
Oh no, a stalactite. It fell.
He turns back to Finn, who felt the need to say this to him. He says, "You think I don't know how it works?"
I'm Northy boy.
I'm sure you do, but unless you just want to kill us now,
You don't
our
think
best option would be to try and seek out treatment immediately.
Hey, Wes is just trying to get us killed.
What'd you say fuck me for?
Wes
I mean,
Wes doesn't want to have to drive down to my house 2 times in a weekend ever again.
I mean, seriously, if he locks us in a cage, what that's going to mean is the timer's going to move forward and we're going to be less likely to be able to cure you.
Fair.
Why torture you like that?
Why not?
Maybe he just doesn't. Maybe he doesn't like green people.
Well, he said it was a beautiful shade.
Well, under better circumstances. The better circumstance is he's not racist.
No, he's not racist. As far as you know, he's not.
That's good.
Actually, I don't know that racist is the right term, but
He's ghoulish.
Specious.
specious maybe. So he turns to, he's talking to Finn now, and you bring this up to him. You know, the time is of the essence, etc. And he sort of questions you. You don't think that I've seen my soldiers march against the kingdoms of Morgau, only to fall and march against us the next day? You don't think I understand how serious this is or how quickly this can spread?
I mean, I'm sure you do, but let me ask you this.
How much?
Ooh.
Why did you choose this profession? Why did you take this job?
I don't think they get a choice in the matter. I think you're born into this kind of position.
I don't know.
Why did I choose it? I didn't choose it.
Do you fight just to kill ghouls, or do you fight to protect people?
Tomato.
The Grave Slayers are dedicated to holding back and purging the undead, as guided by our god.
Which god?
Didn't you rolled for them earlier, right?
Yeah.
You got a dirty 20 on that, didn't you?
I did.
You would know that god, I think it's pronounced, not the beer, it is pronounced Khors, Khors.
Coors.
What do I know about cores?
There's a light version.
I mean, is this the type of god that would like? Is this like? 'Cause I'm wondering, is this the type of god that would this god be okay with like allowing someone to transform like this just to purge the evil, or would it be something that would more just want to stop the infection in general?
Also, a question, Nick. When I was in Zobek and when I went around to the different temples, was Kor one of the temples? Or did he have a temple in Zobek?
Would Khors have a temple in Zobek?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I'm gonna have to refer to my notes. So you rolled earlier history check on these guys. Why don't I get some religion checks to see what you know about Khors? I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's Khors.
It really sounds like Coors.
15.
15.
I got 15.
I'm going to give you advantage on it because Khors is absolutely a crossroads god. So you would have learned about them in Zobek and probably in Unek.
18.
6.
So you would know that Khors is the Lord of the Sun, bright master of the chariot, the perfect knight, Lord of light and destroyer of the darkness, friend to the magus and warrior. His domains specifically are justice and light.
I love it.
Friend to the what?
Sorry, what?
Friend to the what?
To the
Friend-
warrior?
Friend to the
mages?
friend to the magus and warrior.
Okay. I thought you said maggots.
No,
Friend to the maggots.
Yeah.
Friend to the maggots.
they're just little guys.
See, now that's the god I want.
Domains
That's what I'm saying.
of fire, glory, magic, nobility, and the sun.
We're not making it out of here.
Horse is. Yeah.
His
You
symbol,
might.
his symbol is a radiant sun, and his sacred text is called the Book of the Sun, divided into the first sun and new sun.
Sorry, I read from the Book of the Daughter.
Typical worshippers of Khors are knights,
Josh.
Magdars, and dwarves.
Right, go on. Sync up your god shit and get this man not to kill our friends.
Yeah. So, gist of that is saying that you have a decent understanding of his deity, and not that his deity is like a counterpart to your deity, but they are
Very similar.
they are very similar.
Hell yeah.
Generally, too, I don't know if this god specifically has an alignment, but more than likely it's going to be lawful good.
Oh yeah. It just matches perfect.
Awful good.
Josh is working on his backup character now.
Yep. If I die, we'll be a dwarf. You were having a conversation with him, so I wasn't gonna say nothing yet till you finished your piece.
I mean, I think the point I was trying to make was that, or at least the angle I was trying to get at, was that assume these people do what they do because they want to protect their citizens, their people, life by eradicating the ravening hordes of the undead. And the argument I was trying to make was that for someone who wants to protect life, then in this instance, if we can, try to preserve it where we can reach. Does that make sense?
He pauses for a moment while he drinks his metal cup. The Lord of the Sun demands that we let no shadow harm the innocent.
Are these two not innocents? Should we not try and cure them before they turn? I mean, we have our word already that if they do, we will stop them from further spreading. Should we not try and save them?
He looks to Pan and Merwin, sort of addresses you both at the same time. Do both of you claim to be innocents? Are you innocents in this conflict?
Yes.
Are you innocents in what has transpired?
I think this has been asked before. How old is Pan?
7. He's like in his early 20s, right?
So he's very young.
Yeah, he's a young boy.
20 something.
20.
Definitely less than 25.
I would
Closer to 22.
I would bring up the fact that he is young. That
How old is the Sim? Isn't the Sim like 19?
I am a baby.
Sam is also very young.
He's wise beyond his years.
Who, Pan?
No, it's
Oh,
no.
okay. I'm about to say, you've done blown up
What?
buildings. They nothing wise about you.
Oh, maybe don't fucking say that. When they're asking if we're innocent. If you're asking if I chose to be bitten by this ghoul, no, I did not. I would wish to be rid of this infection so that I may not harm my friends.
If you were placed at the altar in the temple of Kors, and he judged you, do you believe he would find you innocent?
I would stand up and say, I believe he would, with confidence. No worries. Josh knowing deep in his soul that, no, we're fucked.
Yes.
And you?
Again, with confidence.
The entire reason I'm
Yes.
standing here right now is because I am out looking for all of my friends that were kidnapped. And these are people that I took in who had no one else. I tried to be humble, but I do believe that I am completely innocent.
And you're a big bitch, and I hate you.
So do we need to go back?
And your armor smells bad.
And it probably does.
No, like, that's what you're saying to him. Sorry, Wes, go ahead.
Do we need to go back for your friend who just ran screaming into the caves?
I think Sim,
I don't think he would go very far. He's a little baby bitch.
Sim would not go nowhere near him because at that point, he knows that he's bad news.
He's a liability.
He is a liability.
I would like somebody to give me a final persuasion check, and I think that with Josh, with Asim's use of cores, that you have gained yourself advantage on this roll. I will remind you that you do have a good boy token.
No, I do.
But you have advantage on this roll. This is the final one. If you fail this, I don't know what to tell you.
You can't use the good boy token because you'll never get another one.
I will use it for this one if I have to.
Josh, I want you to realize that if you fail this roll, this is the end of this episode. This season's done.
Let me tell you this. If you fail this roll, this may be the last episode of our podcast, which means you'd have your weekends back.
Hang on now. Hang on. God damn.
17. I rolled a 17 and 18.
I can't read those dice for shit.
Really?
No.
This one
Get
can
the
be a little
fuck, it's
tricky.
black on black.
Well, that one's a little hard. That one's not.
I can read that one easy, yeah.
17.
You do have a good boy token if you need it.
He spent it, I thought.
No,
He said he would spend
He
it.
had advantage.
I'm not saying that has passed or failed. I just want to ask, do you want to use the good boy token, or are you confident with that 17?
confident.
You let me finish talking. So Josh, how you do confident? You can see the look of sort of thought on this dwarf's face, this Captain Harmech, and he turns back toward his men, toward Finn, and we'll see you next time.
God damn.